Just about 5 minutes. We're gonna get started now.
Responded before I even had to say anything. Nice. We're gonna put these hands and stuff back here just so you kind of get a clear view of everything. Everybody, yeah, there we go. Good. Yo, welcome to the BreakEFX podcast. I'm excited. We are on episode 24, bro. With what? 24 with our boy Phil, y'all.
What's up? What's up, guys?
Yes, we are super excited. As always, thank y'all for tuning in. If you're new here, press the like and subscribe buttons down below. It'd be like bam, 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 just so you can like stay in touch with us. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, and keep riding the wave and the journey that we're on here on the BreakEFX podcast. Shout out to two of our sponsors, the Spot 2.0 and GFam. We love you, Jamie, the Cordovas. Like, y'all do so much for us, and we love you guys. We are live here at the new Spot 2.0 You guys seen the old one, and I know that you guys have seen sneak previews of everything that's going on in here. Where we're at right now is where we'll be on May 1st for the Mexican Standoff 2.
Dose.
Yes, Dose coming up. We are actually just coming back. So if you're following all of our Instagrams and everything, Snaps, Facebooks, you just saw that we literally just got back from a jam. Colorado Cypher.
Oh,
Shout out. Yeah,
Yes.
that was a freaking amazing. Shout out to Johnny and them down there for doing what they did today and bringing the community together, a small piece of us, very small piece of our community together to jam out, have open ciphers. There was a battle between Denver and Colorado Springs. And if you know history, like that has always been a thing between like Soul Mechanics, GWT, and just like kind of just everyone up north and south. Like we just always just had this thing where we would battle the shit out of each other. Yeah, so that's what happened today. So shout out to them for a successful jam. We are getting to the points now where things are loosening up around us, and hopefully sooner than later we'll be able to all unite under one roof and jam out and share each other's energy and love for what we do and why we're here for the podcast, to share some history with each other.
Yes, 'cause I'm tired of this shit. I just want to get back to dance with my friends.
I want to dance with my friend.
God damn.
No, this is fun. I'm super excited. Tonight on episode 24, we got our boy Phil.
Bro.
From Fort Collins.
So Phil.
There's just so much history behind, I think, Fort Collins and up north. And when we did our interview with Kevin, it really opened our eyes to like, yo, we need to get Phil on here because he plays a huge part in history. And what the heck happened up there?
Yeah.
So myself, I'm honored to have you here, bro. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exciting.
Really, really excited to be actually.
Yes.
Oh man. And
So-
you got
T.
what's going on?
Two t-shirts.
What? I
That's
love
nice.
it.
Oh, if you know, you know.
If you know what that shirt is, you know.
That's what's up.
Make sure you guys leave comments in the YouTube chats. We will give shout outs as we go. Already, B-Boy Munchie and Padre and family, we love you guys. You guys are already giving shout outs and saying what's up. Big love to you guys. Today was awesome.
Munchie's rep.
Yes. So, you know what? Let's hop right into this like we always do.
Yep.
And I'm just excited for this one. Okay, so the first dance experience, bro. Like, when's the first time you've seen dance?
Oh, yeah.
Or, just like, what happened?
Dance in my life was something I was born into. My family was like professional Spanish dancers, meaning the kind where you're flipping on each other's back and flipping up in the air back in the day. So this is what I grew up into in an experience like this, just with dance being in my life, with my uncle just being James Brown to me, that like his movements, everything he did, everything about him brought my steeds and brought myself out into that. So when coming to this, into the dance area, I grew up into it. I grew up in a Spanish dance competition family. That's what I did. So that was my first experience with dance. But in the breaking style, it was my uncle's for sure, just back in the day.
Yeah. Tell me about that. Tell me about the first experience.
First experience would be at my aunt's birthday. We rented out an events place called the Ottsland Center in Fort Collins. And my uncle goes out there. He starts doing like the James Brown movements. And out of nowhere, it's not breaking by any means at the time, but it was like a mixture of both, where he's just like waving and everything. I'm like, what is this? What is this movement?
Yeah, I
So
know.
I'm freaking out, like just trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm like, what is he doing? In my head, he's flopping around in the most magical way. It just captivated me. I was like, I want that for the rest of my life. So it was every single one after that, every single family gathering, anything that we had, my family got together, everyone was dancing. So
That is
Yeah,
so
that was
awesome.
very first one.
How old were you?
how old was I? I was
Yes.
4 years old.
What's your uncle's name?
Rocky.
Rocky?
Rocky Wilson.
Yeah, shout out to Rocky.
Yo, shout out to
Yes.
Rocky.
Rocky, Tony Wilson. So
So-
the two main ones right there.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, shout out to them because they inspired where you're at now.
Yes, exactly.
After that experience, where did dance go for you?
After that experience, okay, that's a good one. In, let's see, 1992 with my brothers. I have 4 brothers. We, after that, were trying to dance on our own with no direction whatsoever. So we were seeing stuff on TV and movies and just hearing things. And we tried throwing cardboard out in our backyard. Funny enough, we actually got something like a spring mattress.
Oh,
We were trying to do backflips off of that, and trying to do windmills and stuff. Like, we didn't have studios. We didn't know what that was. We just, just in the hood, just trying to be kids and dance.
Yeah.
Like, that's exactly how it was. So like the where I went from there as well, it's like, I remember trying to get turtle wax and throwing it down at my mom's house just to get any edge I can to learn to spin better. And by the way, don't do that. I learned the hard way. Your floor is like slippery for like 2 years straight.
It's still slippery from when he was young.
Oh shit.
So again, it keeps with my family. Then in 1997 at my cousin's quinceanera, this is in Texas. This is in Fort Worth, Texas. We go out there and I see these dancers. I see poppers. I see people coming up on the dance floor. There's good dancers, and out of nowhere, I see power for the first time in my life in front of my face. And I still will hold to this part today, to where I saw someone do what was a variation of an air flare back in 1997 in front of my face in Texas, and I was like, that's another thing that just grabbed me. And then from there on, I was just like trying to do anything I can, go into the library, get online to like search up anything I could. Like, how can I look up these? How can I buy DVDs? What's next? What's next from there?
What?
But yeah, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, 1997.
You remember what jam it was?
It wasn't a jam, it was my cousin's quince.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So
Wait, you see someone hit an
Yeah.
airplane variation at the quince?
At the quince,
At
back
the
in
quince.
97. That's what's blowing my mind.
Wait.
Yeah, that's what's blowing my mind.
That's dope.
Do you know remember who that
I
was?
don't.
You
She
don't?
said there's people in her lineup, and there's people that came in off of the streets, and they were just ill. It was ill.
Wow.
Yeah, I do not know the names. I'm trying to ask, and she's like, I'm gonna have to find out. She's like, that was obviously years and years.
I
And
gotta
years
go back to
ago.
my record.
See, everyone signed in but then.
But then, they didn't say nothing.
God.
Wow.
That's
dude.
tight.
Okay, and how old were you about then?
97. So probably.
Okay. Yes,
Okay.
dude. So
Yeah.
dude, you have a long dance history.
That's dope.
Okay.
It's been on your life since,
Wow.
well, you just born into it.
Yeah, I was
Pretty much,
born
yeah.
into it.
I was born into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing this. You're doing this.
Okay, so after then, where'd it go? What happened?
So after then, let's see. I have some notes here.
Yeah, go ahead. Go through.
Okay,
it,
so
bro, go.
perfect.
Yes.
So after then, from 1997 to about 2002, there's a bunch of stuff that happened between there. I didn't know that my own family members were breakers. Everyone was just like so underground. We didn't even know about it until we went out to the clubs, or we went out to like just other dance things back in the day. When we were like 16 and holding like Club X in Fort Collins back in the day. If you know, if you're from Fort Collins, you know what Club X is. So regardless, back then we had people doing power moves that would match up to our power heads back in the day, like Lil Show.
Yeah.
They were doing this without having any instructors. They were just throwing these things, and these kids had no recognition. They were just dancing because they loved to dance. They had no idea there was a hip hop scene. They had no idea about anything else like that. They were just there to dance, just like I was. So outside of there, let's see, back in my notes right here.
Yeah, go through them, bro. Let's go.
Is that the club where it goes downstairs and then there's
So there used to be at the old Rams Club across from New Belgium.
oh,
So
okay.
before New Belgium bought them, there used to be a club there. And then also at Rolling Skate Center, there was a 16 up. And then there was one more place that they allowed for dancing for 16-year-olds and up. So that was these places. I was always young, too young to get in. But I was the cool kid, but I wasn't. I was just the whiny kid that was able to get in. So regardless, let's see. I want to give a shout out to Raymond Juarez. He's the one that really, really brought me up in the best ways that he could. He's the guy that was like just one of the street dancers that was in my family pretty much. I call him family, but he's not. Yes, with my family. Regardless,
Yeah.
he showed me everything that he knew. And that brought me to be like the type of dancer that I am. And then from there, Matt McDonald. Back in '02, I joined Western Arts Academy, and he was teaching there. And he, yep,
I haven't heard that name in
right?
forever.
Exactly. People like Kate Patterson back in the day. Yep.
History, y'all.
So Matt taught me from there. He took me from there to the Gym Cats, which was a couple of our gymnastics places. Anywhere that we could find a place to train, Matt was just taking off and finding us anywhere and everywhere to go and train. And then he really threw me into the CSU Hip Hop Congress. And then from there, like I met people like Brooks, Eric, Sarah. There's a list of like 30 of them, but those are the people that like mainly like were at the forefront to my dancing and teaching me on how to do what I do today.
Shout out to all them.
Yes.
Seriously, shout out
Yes.
to them, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, and then affiliated crew as well. The guys would randomly come down. Rich, which I will mention back, I do believe it was in like 2003. There was a battle that someone had thrown at Lowland Skate Center, and where I gained a different respect for the dance was I was trying to head spin and my hair was coming out, and Rich stopped Mikey Mestis.
Yes.
He's like, "Give me that hat." Because he was using two beanies at the same time.
Yeah.
He was one of Rich's. And he gave me his beanie, and from there he taught me how to do head spins, and I took off with him after that.
Woo!
So Rich.
Yes.
Yep.
Cheers, Rich.
Cheers.
Cheers to Rich and all the people who have started you, bro. Like, that's amazing support. Keep going.
I will keep on going. I still got him.
Yes, go.
So then, back, I think it was around 2004, we were actually dancing together at the church.
Yes.
On Vinyl and Beta.
Yes.
With Nate. With what was it? With Nate, with Chaz, what was his name?
Chaz, yeah.
Chaz, he was our flex guy that just did
He
all
had
kinds
the
of
gray
flexing.
hair
Yep.
usually. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember him.
So
Yep.
Chaz, and then
Yep.
just like all the people from the clubbing days like them. Like that was another big part for me because I couldn't make it out too much for other than like weekdays.
Yeah.
That was my opportunity to come out to like learn the dance, and I was doing it there with people like Michelle. These are like old school dancers back in the day. We all kind of had the same move. We're doing head spins and throwing lotuses at the same time. So
No, that's because there's a whole different b-boy scene at those clubs, because I remember I'd go like once a month, twice, a blue moon to go to like
Mhm.
Beta Vinyl or something, but you'd always see the same crowd there, and they're fucking just
It was
tricking,
y'all.
drinking, like, fucking just killing it.
who was our main hand top person back then?
Jason with a Z, homie. Jason with a Z.
Yeah, the round hops, that was nasty. Yeah, you don't see those too often.
So,
Yeah.
all these guys, yeah. Coming back and forth from California to here was a big jump for me to see Colorado hip hop and California hip hop.
Oh, yeah.
I got to experience the other half of my life in Fresno, California, in the Bay Area. Exactly.
Bay Area.
And that's where I was also a popper back in the day, in my younger days, and then I moved fully over to breaking once I saw also a pop rally with Charles Montgomery, Goku. He was already past the graduating time, but he came in and did some stuff, and I was like, "Who? This is on a pro level. Who is this guy? What is going on? These are the cleanest moves I've ever seen in my life." So,
Dude,
man,
that's
man.
cool. Yeah.
Keep it going.
All right.
What happened next?
What happened next?
Dude, yeah. So much
Okay, so
history. Yes.
Hired Rounds came from.
Yeah,
So this is
that's
2000,
cool.
That's
2005 Hired Rounds 1. 2006 Hired Rounds 2 came along. So that's when I got to see a Colorado battle in front of my face for the first time. Matt McDonald, thank you for that one. as well.
Thank you,
Thank
Matt.
you and crew. And Matt, there's a bunch of people in there that have to go in there with that. But let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's see who the names were. Oh, yeah, Dylan Wages. If you guys remember Dylan.
Yes, I remember Dylan.
Dylan, Rex, Sarah, Derek, and Matt. These are people that are like great pillars to the Higher Grounds. I definitely want to give homage to. So big ups to them for that. I will never forget the Massive Monkeys Higher Grounds.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah.
I wasn't there. I didn't attend that one.
I have to drop the link for you guys to see.
Yes.
It's pretty insane. Like the moves that were being done for them, like just to see East Coast and West Coast stuff coming along, and that's when Rufio at the time when he came out and tried to call a couple of people out.
Yeah.
But then in 2010, after that, 2010, the Mighty Rockmores kind of started coming about with Mitchell, Boston, and Kevin and I started linking up and getting crew members together.
Nice. Tell me about a little bit more about Mighty Rockmores and how it started.
Yeah, so Mitchell and I, like, we started to dance at CSU, like with CSU Hip Hop Congress members, and we were just dancing, and we clicked in a way that we was like, yo, this is a thing. This is a thing, but I never want to lose this. And so we're just like, let's get something going.
Yeah.
I have something going. That's another chapter already. It's the Mighty Rockmores. And he's like, I want you to be president. And I was like, let's go full force with it. So
Yeah.
we did Mighty Rockmores, and we brought in people. And for my side, the thing that I wanted to mention is I also at Rollerland Skate Center, I devoted my time during this time as well to teaching the underprivileged kids and paying for all of their fees by myself. So
Cheers.
I think it was like 30 students that we had, and
Dang.
Ray, I think his name is Craig. I can't remember his name, but he now dances for Jennifer Lopez and stuff.
Oh wow.
So just kids that had nothing that came up and got a passion in dance that were able to do something with that. And so that's where I'm coming from with that.
That's
so
dope,
awesome,
dude. Yeah,
bro.
that's admirable. Like, you know, like that's what we're all about. You know, just
Giving back.
yeah, it's,
That's dope.
yeah,
Bro.
you know, that's,
Then I started teaching at the Grange with Sarah Miller. People know her. Sarah
Mhm.
Miller.
Yes.
Yep.
And now she's doing amazing now. Like, she was also on our crew, part of Mighty Rockmores back in the day. This is, I think also what is that? I think that's like 2012. That's when she started around with dancing with us.
Nice.
And then we come into like more closer days like today, and I just get along, and they call me the professor. I more nowadays just teach people how to do moves, and
Yes.
I can see where they're needing help, and I can help them out from there. But other than that, I still dance, I still get down, I still have head spins.
Yes.
I seen him. I seen him.
Put the beanie on.
So
Yeah.
Dude.
Can you tell me Mighty Rockmores and history of the name? How it was like come about? Like, you know that history?
I think Kevin on that one had more history on that part of
Yeah.
it. I am back in connect with Mitchell,
Yeah.
Boston.
Yeah.
I could ask more deeply on that. At the time, I don't have the answer to
Yeah,
that.
no, it's all right. We're
But,
gonna get the answers.
Right. That's something I should definitely know as an ex-president of a.
Our presidente.
Yeah, I'm always just so interested on like, where'd you come up with that name?
Right.
It's definitely like.
Like, what does Mighty Rockmores mean?
Yeah, for me, it's just like everyone in the crew had such a diverse type of movement, and for Mitchell, he was one of the most well-rounded people I've ever met in my life. It was just like the strength of like rocking and hard rocking, and bringing your energy into it, and that's my perception of it.
Yeah. Being mighty while you do it.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Bringing your all into it.
Fuck yeah. I see it. Mighty ducks, man.
No, I love the name. It's like Mighty Rockmores. You know, it's like it rolls off the tongue.
Yeah.
Fresh. It's
Fresh, yeah.
It's really fresh.
Mhm.
Yeah. Man, there's just so much history behind it, man. Like
Yeah.
the IG too. Like I did not realize that you even got to that, bro. Like I
Correct.
didn't know about the history behind what you've been doing. You know, like that's crazy. You know.
The hard part for me is like I got a bunch of injuries and I kept on dancing, which is I want to relay this to people. It's like learn and go to places like these studios and learn proper techniques so you can go further, it can go longer. That was something I did not do. I would break my arm and dance on it like 2 months later.
I remember
Bro.
you
So
rocking a
I
cat.
think,
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
just the era we come from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We come from an era where it wasn't in dance studios really. You know what I'm saying? So like we had to like get inspired by like watching videos and just like freaking blowing ourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, that's how you air flip. Crash.
The closest thing.
Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna try that again in a week.
The closest you got to like a sponge floor was like throwing the linoleum on the grass, or
Exactly,
like fucking
exactly.
throwing the linoleum.
Yeah, I mean,
on
bro, when you
carpet.
said cardboard, I was
Yeah.
just like,
Mhm.
if you've never used cardboard, like you just are not old school, or you just don't understand.
You
You
just
know what I'm
never
saying?
burnt the shit out of yourself.
You are privileged. You are privileged. I'm gonna say it. All right, like if you dance on cardboard, you rough, tough, and dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to deal. Yeah,
Dang, that's so dope.
that is
Oh
crazy.
man.
What is the first move you learned how to do with
Okay, this
Yeah.
one.
break?
I should have taken this name from our other crew member because my first one was the hand hop. And why I say that is because my right arm got like this big, and my left arm was so small that I was just only doing hand hops. I was in grocery stores grabbing onto like things and just doing hand hops. I was on chairs. I was in church just doing hand hops. Like, it's for you, Jesus.
We'll walk around
Yeah,
the middle.
exactly.
Dude, Ray had the same problem, bro.
It's my strong arm. Exactly.
Yeah.
So that was the very first move that I learned. It
Yeah.
was hand hops.
Was hand hops?
And it was from hand hops I went into flipping, and I learned like some front flips, side flips, and things like that. And then from there I went from like power, and then I learned dance, which is
Dope.
it's crazy.
That's the
for
way
me.
it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's I think a lot of people learned, and they say it's ass backwards, but it's really not. You know what I'm saying? Like you should really be learning moves and tricks
While you're soft.
while you're soft.
Yeah.
Well, it's perfect
Yeah.
to say that. Like when I was growing up, I would see a move and I would like go back and try and do a variant of that move, and like I would come back and show that move later on. It wouldn't me be doing like 10, 15 moves. It'd be me doing some dance and then a move and then walking off and it being okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like coming into this new age dance of like having like 30 moves put together, I love it and I applaud people for it. But like I came from a time where it's just like you bring your move.
Yeah,
You bring your
and
move the next time.
Sometimes you crash and you fucking go back and retry
Exactly,
it real quick in the
exactly.
same circle. Like,
Exactly.
I'm gonna fucking get this real quick. Like I seen like when Bo Basic was doing shit, like there was just like a crash like type shit going on. You know, like
Was it just try
Or
shit
just-
and then
yeah.
people were like, ah! Or you didn't know if they were screaming because it was hyper or because they crashed.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, he meant to do that. He meant to
Yeah, he meant to do that shit. I
He went over the-
swear.
went over the edge there.
Man.
That's dope.
So, man, that's just crazy, dude. Like, I'm like blown away, dude. Like,
Yeah.
so, man, like, mighty rock moves, man. Like, wow, I'm just like blown away.
So you guys have been throwing events, you know, in Fort Collins. You guys do your, you know, I fundraisers and stuff where you're in the square. What was probably some of your highlights from that kind of just like, you know, building as a team and making sure that you guys had an annual event 5 years, 6 years running?
It would be, I say it's an ongoing joke for us. Every single year, we'd be like, should we throw it this year? And we'd be like, nah. And then the next day, it'd be like, okay, this is what's going to happen. And so we just like get this planning and we would actually throw it every single year. Like it would be, the highlights of that would be just putting it together as a group every single year because it's hard. It is hard playing the battle.
If you don't know, it's freaking hard and stressful.
It is so stressful. Like money is like always the thing that like, you think about, and you have to fly people out. Like the logistics behind it, getting licenses for places if you're going to places, vendors, everything behind it. There's just so much networking that you have to do. And big ups to anyone and everyone that does things, and big ups to you guys for doing this. It's huge to keep things going and it's to keep things alive. And it's like it's part of like I feel we learned this and we should be handing it down. And like this is a great platform to do that. Like you get the knowledge and you get to hand these things off. But going back to like the battle lives and stuff for throwing those, memorable parts for me would be something like dancing in the square for us is getting kicked out everywhere in the square because it's panhandling. We found one loophole in Fort Collins. If you're in this little circle in the back of Fort Collins by a pub, it's the only spot you can panhandle. And so we lay out our linoleum there. We were able to dance, and they cannot stop us. So that is something memorable for us.
Dude, right on for being relentless in the chase to do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't tell us nothing. We're right here in this spot right here.
Exactly.
If I was to go over there, you could say something.
I wondered why I've never seen street performers in Old Town.
You can't
That's
panhandle there.
crazy because I
And
I
if
go
you
get
do-
lunch and stuff out there. Yeah.
If you do, you actually have to get licensed out there. You actually have to get a license to go do that. So
Y'all
you're
found the
actually-
loophole.
You're actually performing out there if someone's actually out there. So,
Dude, y'all found a loophole.
That's cool.
exactly.
Yo,
Ain't no one.
hip-hop, we
holds
find
us
loopholes. We don't care. We'll find a way to do it. That's hip-hop.
down. Right? That's so dope.
We had people like Izzy's family helping out with or people financing through their companies, like Izzy's family, like helping us out with like throwing money down for gyms or other crew members. Like all together, all of us were playing our part, which I give thanks to every single one of them. Like, money was always a hard thing every single year. Where at the end, we're just like, all right, it's gonna have to be out of pocket. Let's do it. It's gonna be a free event. Let's do this. So it's something we've always loved as the Mighty Rockmores. And another one that helped pave the way for that is, Izzy, right?
Yeah.
And so Izzy and his Invisible Breaks Jam kind of helped push us a little bit further for his idea because we kept it going from that jam. So definitely also want to pay homage for that.
Dude, yeah.
Yes.
And he's always training. You see, he's always got a new
Always.
move for sure.
That's so awesome.
Oh yeah. That's dope. It's so dope. Yeah. And what about the new gen? You guys got some up and comers up there, or?
So as of right now, there's people up there, but I don't know. I think they're East Coast. Not to say anything bad or anything, but there's some East Coast kids up there that are, from what I hear, are amazing. They're power heads, but they just keep to themselves. They don't want anything to do with anyone during these times. So as of now, there's awesome dancers outside of break and just hip hop people.
Yes.
All styles that are with the Mighty Rockmores who are amazing.
Yeah.
These kids, they in their own ways have like their own style, and it shows when they do their dance. The energy of that crew for the Mighty Rockmores, the family feeling that they have, it can't be beat for those kids.
Yeah.
That's what I love to hear. Like it's so cool that we're like in this new, and now I'm seeing it, you know, as we're going into this new kind of chapter in our dance, but we're seeing the new generation kind of picking up, and we're seeing, you know, the kids, the teens, the 20-year-olds, and they're all just, you know, thriving. Like Colorado's got some longevity, bro.
Longevity,
Yeah.
roots, history. And you play a big part of it, bro.
Yeah.
What I do have to say is, if you are in college on orientations, seriously, go throw some linoleum out there and dance. You'll find out more often than not that there'll be like 6 dancers. Like, I didn't even know dance was out here in Colorado. That's how I was able to find a couple people.
Wow,
So-
that's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, we'll meet you guys over on the campus. We're gonna go bring our linoleum. Let's go recruit. We need more people on our scene.
Put the table up.
Tell them how to sign up. We need their emails. Recruit.
That's-
Oh wow, man, that is
Dude.
amazing. So, what's next on the horizon here? I know that Kevin was talking about local flavor. Probably
Yes, Vocal Flavor's coming back up right now. They are going about with that. I am out of the loop with that one.
Yeah.
I'm a family man now, so
Yeah.
as much as I can support, I will be supporting the crew.
Yeah,
in
you'll
any
be
way
there,
that I
though.
can. Exactly, I will absolutely be there.
Yes.
But I say keep your eyes and ears peeled because it is something that is in the works. So
Yes. I'm excited that there's something just going on up there. You know, like I said, we're here for a reason. We're sharing their history of Fort Collins and stuff and what happened up north. And for there to still be a jam going on to represent your guys' history, this is freaking huge. Yeah, it's really freaking huge.
Without a doubt, dude.
It's
Without a
really
doubt.
paying homage to like people like you who put the groundwork in to make it what it was.
Everybody, you know, I mean, it's one thing like, you know, go to the scene, but to like build your own scene in your hometown, you know, that's a whole different aspect right there, you know, like.
I do have to say, Cruz Lucero came in around, I think it would be like 2015 to 17. He was actually living with me. And he had a big role in making people actually learn better power in Fort Collins.
Wow.
A huge role in that.
I
remember him
no
living up
idea.
front. Yeah, I remember
He
him
actually
living up
lived with me for a bit, and he taught everyone how to like excel at their power, especially Izzy's, So
Wow, dude. Well, I had no idea. Shout out to Cruz.
Yeah, Kid Cruz.
Power fucker.
Yeah.
No, that's dope, man. It's just how it's like hip hop is just, spread through so many people with love. It's like what they have to offer at that time. So, you taught y'all some power. Like that was dope, dude. That's dope.
Yeah. I remember he going back and forth from Denver. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm going up to Fort Collins. You want to come hang out?" I was like, "I'm working right now."
Yeah. No, that's dope that he came up and shared, some of that with y'all. It really seems like a lot of people have been through Fort Collins and shared, a lot of like knowledge and history. And there's just so much there. Like in my eyes, y'all play just a huge part as like the Springs of Denver. Right. You know what I'm saying? And there's Fort Collins that has its, it's like, to me, there's 3 different scenes, and that's what it is.
right. That's why I felt it was so important to actually keep on filming battles as much as we can, no matter how many people showed up or how big or little. It's important to just keep on going because it got to the point where there was one where we actually got Red Bull to come out, and it actually was a really great turnout. And so just keep at it, wherever you're at, just keep at it. That's my advice as well.
Yeah. I mean, between Higher Ground and Football Flavor, y'all have like there's just has been something that's consistent.
Solid 10 years plus. Yeah, guaranteed. Just like consistent hip hop. And then there was also like the Halloween jams was right. And then there was something with Fort Collins that did, like the hip hop shows. Just it wasn't breaking. It was like
Exactly what you're
I'm talking about, right?
Yeah. MS.
Yeah, we were invited one year. Yeah, that's what it was. I remember that one. Yeah,
That's right. That's where Alex actually did the craziest 2000 I've ever seen in my life.
That's awesome, man.
Oh, yeah.
So much history, so much knowledge. Thank y'all for tuning in and joining us right now. I see people in there. Man, just crazy. Like wow. Any shout outs to some people?
Definitely.
Yes. Go through the
shout
list.
out for Charles Montgomery, Goku, Chi, Kevin, Izzy, Almighty Rock Wars crew, Boston, so our Boston Mitchell. Pretty much, I give a shout out to everyone that's dancing and everyone that's still pushing, to be honest. So, but mainly right now, these people in my life right now, the people I first called out. Thank you to everyone for keeping me going.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And thank you to the start. Your family, I love when people be like, "Yo, my family got me started."
Yes.
Because that's special. Dude. It comes from a special place. You know what I'm saying? It comes from. It's almost like it's in my blood.
Right.
It's
It's that tradition.
a tradition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which literally I dance. Oh, my family, it's in our blood. You know what I'm saying?
It's like while dancing around the fire and my mom talking.
Yeah, shout out to your mom.
Yeah.
Shout
Mama.
out to Mama, I love you.
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. Yes. Yes. So you're in shape. You're definitely,
Dude.
Killing it right now.
Dude, you look
So-
like you're hella in shape, bro.
What kind of tips can you give people that are coming back trying to, maybe lose that COVID-15, get back into the battle form, Yeah.
Yes. So the best thing I ever did for my life when I was in the best shape of my life is this sounds crazy, but I went raw vegan. It's for me, and I started drinking nothing but water. I kicked soda, I kicked everything. I went raw vegan. But outside of there, what I say is eat right, portion, eat what you want, but eat right, portion, and keep active in some way that you can. And seriously, keep active. If you're gonna do one move, do that one move until you sweat and can't, until you drop.
Woo!
Thank you.
Let's go!
Repetitious training.
Honestly,
yeah.
like that is what you said right there has been a key conversation, like with me and Ray, and like some of the heads. It's like, yo, dude, there's not enough people like really concentrate on that move. They go out and they train it like oh, I'm gonna try it 3 times, 4 times, and then they're done. Or they're throwing it in a full fucking combo like training. You know what I'm saying? And like what you just said, take one move and focus on it and master it. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's knowledge from like experience. You know what I'm saying? Like that's huge right there, bro. What else?
What else? That's for me. For me, it's just portioning. It's the pandemic thing. We get sad and we eat. And we're gluttons during these times because we try and take up our time with things that we're used to. We're scared of throwing out. So if you do go out, get some rollerblades, get on a bike, go on a walk. Even if you're not running, go on a walk every single day. Yeah. So that's what I have.
I love that. I love that. Absolutely.
I can find lady thanks for that.
Yeah.
She's the one that
Hey!
Shout out to the girlfriend.
Shout out. Drop the name. Drop the name.
she's like, walk. I'm
So,
like,
hey, we're being lazy. Get out and walk. That's awesome, man. Like, you need people like that in your corner. You definitely need people like that in your corner.
Yeah.
Like people rooting you on and saying, hey, come on, drop your ass.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Off your ass. That's
Let's
it.
go.
Yep.
Thank you, girlfriend.
The dog ain't gonna walk itself. Nah, it'll find its way home.
That is so awesome.
Shout
man.
out to DMX.
Yeah, rest in peace to DMX, bro. Let's pull them X up,
Don't
bro.
give it to you.
Yes. Thank you for joining us, bro.
Yes.
thanks for having me.
Yes. You got any more last words to say?
I love mom.
Yes. Mom. Everyone better love his mom.
Yes.
He loves his mom.
Thank you guys for having me. I
Yes.
appreciate it. They're doing an amazing job of what they're doing. Keep it going.
Yes.
Keep it going. Tune in. Learn your history. The more you learn, the more you know. You only know what you know. So keep up with it. Get that knowledge. It's very important.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing, Fort Collins history with us. We were talking before, and it's just so important what we do here on like putting the puzzle pieces together. And you play a huge part. And you put the puzzle piece together for part of Fort Collins and its history and where it came from and what happened there. And I'm honored that you're here, bro.
Yes.
We've known each other for quite a while now. Me and you personally, we have known each other for quite a minute. And for me to sit down and hear your history personally, it's an honor, bro. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah. It's fucking dope, bro.
Yes.
Yes.
And thank you all for tuning in, for everyone watching and sticking around with us. We love you guys.
We'll see you May 1st.
Well, we'll see you guys next week because I think we have DeAndre.
DeAndre is
We
on.
have DeAndre
Yes.
next week. We're breaking out of just like the breaking history now. We're going to start tapping into like more of the hip hop history and like other elements and stuff. And we have talked about getting some DJs and MCs on here.
Word is Dent. Dent is gonna be coming
Yes, Ted will be on here at some point to talk about his history because there's just so many puzzle pieces.
Yes.
He's got some history. Yes, he does. The funky fruit.
I don't even know what it means, but it sounds good.
That was the first MC. We'll work on that later. You know what I'm saying? But again, thank y'all for tuning in and liking, subscribing, and just being a part of like what we're doing here. There is so much more coming from the Spot 2.0 camp and the BreakEFX camp and the GWT camp. Again, reminder, May 1st, we'll be here for the one-on-ones. We are doing a kids battle because we just feel like things are just getting better around us. And there's just kids who want to dance and we want to give them the opportunity. We have trophies, cash prizes, all that good stuff. DJ Soul Rain. We'll have food. We know that we'll be selling and stuff like that. So no more violence will be performing.
B-Boy Kareem will be in the
B-Boy
house.
Kareem will be in the house. Rock Force Crew, Monster Energy, Kareem will be in the freaking house with one of his students coming with him, which is really awesome. We're super excited about that. So yeah, May 1st, it's happening, y'all. Like, I'm excited to see everyone once again under a roof. If you feel comfortable enough to be here, come join us. If not, we will be right here on the live stream, streaming everything for you that weekend, so that you can enjoy it from your home if you're just not in that place to be in, close confined areas with other people. We got your back.
Yes. And if you want to wear your mask, like Batman, Spider-Man, Jason, whatever, you know, bring your like
Wonder Woman.
Does she have a mask? Oh, she got some little, you know, whatever. You know, you want to dress up for this superhero ball.
Go ahead, superhero ball. I like that superhero ball. Yeah, so thank you all for joining us. Next week we'll be back to some more adventures of Colorado history here.
Deep digging in the roots. But thank you again.
Thank you again,
Thanks
Bill.
for having me.
Yes, once again, Foco Flavor, Phil, fucking
Mighty Rockmores.
Mighty Rockmores.
Yes.
Gosh. What is tentative date? Do you guys know? I know it's September-ish, right?
I do not know.
No? Okay. We will let you know. We will
We'll let
keep
you
you
know.
updated. Keep you
Kevin, let us
updated.
know.
Kevin.
I'm excited. Shout out to everyone who helped this man right here on this journey to get
Yes.
where he's at with the scene. We appreciate it.
Shout out to all the uncles out there that just spread the knowledge and then, you know, saying like, I'm saying, you ever listen to fucking Planet Rock? Planet Rock, baby. God damn it. On repeat. Houdini. I float the mirror, or float the broom. All right.
Oh my God, we're done.
All
Hey,
right.
cheers to y'all.
Cheers.
Everyone have a safe and good night. Thank y'all for joining us. Go ahead, Toby, take us out. We are not sponsored by any alcohol drink specifically. I like whiskey. Gross.
I was thinking.